Hi everybody, today I'm making goat meat and cow foot soup. Today I have the taste for goat meat and cow foot soup. So I got my meat all washed up with vinegar. I added it to the pot. I added crushed ginger, green seasoning. I make this myself and crushed garlic. To save me time when I'm cooking, I usually take a day and make these and freeze it in the ice cube tray, and then put it in the Ziploc bag and store it in my freezer. So every time I'm cooking, I can just use it and put it in. I don't have to go through the 9 yard. I added some all-purpose seasoning to it, cover it up, and let it cook in its own water. After some time, I open it up to make sure, stir it together so the seasoning can go through it. And you have to cook it on medium so it don't burn. There you go. It's getting there. You see it drew its own water. And then I added some water to it to cook the meat tender to my expectation. I don't like my meat too tender and I don't like it too tough. So I did it to my expectation. After doing that, it stayed for some time. And meat cooked, and it was time for me to add the onions. I added some tomatoes. I added garden egg, fresh pepper, and some okra because I'm making fufu. And the fufu I'm making it from scratch. I got some cassava, some frozen cassava, wash it up, put it in the pot. After it boil, I cut it into pieces. Cut it up into pieces, make sure it cool off a little bit, and add it into this blender. But then I realized that this blender didn't want to work for me, so I switched over to a bigger blender. I put it in there and blended it and made my fufu, and it turned out so good. It turned out good. I made my fufu. My fufu turned out good. And it was just a piece just for me. There's nobody else in my house today. Eat fufu, just me. So this is me in my sanga making my fufu, and it came out just the way I needed it to be. It was so good. I did a good job today. I made sure I mold my fufu and put it aside. And I waited for the soup to get ready. After the soup was ready, I took out some okra, some garden egg, and put it on it and mash it up and put it on the side right there. There you go, my fufu. I added some shrimp later on. I added some shrimp, so that's goat meat, cow foot, and shrimp, and it was good. Good.